of a runaway prophet that had got weak in his decisions, and he thought the task was too great, and he had run away and married him a wife and got back into the wilderness and been there for 40 years. A prophet anointed of God, with a great commission, born in the world a prophet. But yet at the very threat of his mistake he did to take it in his own hands instead of following the instructions of God, he killed a man. And at the threat and the fear of Pharaoh, he ran into the wilderness. And there was 40 years. And the slaves of Egypt, the task was so great, their backs were so sore, their hearts were so broken, until their cries come before God till he was forced to a conference. There's a way of forcing a conference. You can do it in your life. A showdown. The burdens of the people and the cries were so great till God had to be forced to call a conference. When God makes a decision, it's got to be that way. So he had already, before the foundation of the world, had put a man on the Lamb's book of life for the purpose of delivering them people. All things was pre-planned by God. That man's name was Moses, his servant. So before the foundation of the world, Moses was chose to deliver the people. And Moses had failed God. That should give us confidence and courage. We who have failed God, we still have hopes. We fail Him as a church. We fail Him as a people. But let's call a conference.
Amen.
Talk it over with Him. See what He'll tell us. See what decision we'll derive at. And God's man had failed. God had to call a conference. He couldn't use no one else. He had selected Moses. So he goes down into the wilderness, somewhere in the back of the desert near Sinai, and he selected a top of a mountain and a bush, a certain place. He thought, I'll bring Moses up here. This will be a good place, away from his sheep, away from his wife, away from his children, away from all the people. And I'll call a conference with him. There, when he spoke to the prophet, they finally arrived at the subject. I've heard the cries of my people. That's why I called you, Moses. I've heard the cries of my people down there, and I remember that I made a promise that I have to keep. And I'm sending you down there. Moses had his words back with God. He was a man. He said, but who am I? I can't talk. And then in this conference, God said to Moses, who made the mouth of man? Who made man to talk? Who made the deaf? Who made the dumb? And Moses still complained. He wanted to see God's glory. And he said, Moses, if you want to know who I am, I'm a miracle working God. throw your stick down on the ground. And it turned to a serpent. Then he said, stick your hand in your bosom and pull it out, and it was leprosy. And when he put it back again and pulled it out, it was healed. Said, you know who I am, Moses? I'm the God that performs miracles. Amen. I'm the God that heals the sick and the afflicted. I am Jehovah God. Moses said, I see your glory. One more thing I want to know before this conference is closed. Who will I tell Pharaoh that sent me? He said, tell him that I am sent you. Not I was or I will be, but forever present, the same yesterday, today, and forever. I am. Am is present tense. Now, it takes future, present, and past tense. I am. I am has sent you. Moses received his orders and went on down to Egypt.